Using an 8-wire thermostat cable gives you the flexibility to support current controls and future upgrades without rerunning new wiring. An 8-wire cable lets you assign dedicated conductors for functions that commonly need separate runs, such as power for smart thermostats, common wire for continuous 48-volt power, separate stages of heating and cooling, heat pump reversing valve control, fan control, and auxiliary or emergency heat. When installing, label each conductor at both ends with durable markers and record the terminal mapping in your system documentation so future technicians know which color goes to which function. If you are wiring a multi-stage system, use the extra conductors to separate stage 1 and stage 2 calls for heat and cool rather than combining them on a single conductor, which reduces diagnostic complexity and avoids unintended stage activation. For thermostats that require a common wire, run the color you dedicate for common to the Stat C terminal and verify continuity before powering up to prevent brownout issues that can cause intermittent rebooting. If you plan to add room sensors or humidity control later, reserve one conductor for a sensor data line and another for sensor power, and route them with minimal bends to reduce signal degradation for longer runs. When pulling cable through walls, avoid tight coils and sharp bends. Keep cable lengths reasonable to reduce voltage drop, and follow local electrical codes for separation from high voltage lines to minimize interference. Common mistakes include sending power through shared conductors, which can create confusing fault conditions and unexpected equipment behavior, so always give each control or power function its own conductor and test under load. Another problem is poor labeling that forces time-consuming tracing later. Fix that by labeling both ends and keeping a wiring diagram in the furnace or air handler cabinet for quick reference. Finally, using undersized or low-quality cable for longer runs can cause voltage drop or increased electrical noise. Mitigate that by choosing cable rated for thermostat control use with appropriate conductor gauge and by keeping runs as short and direct as possible. BigHomeProjects.com connects homeowners and contractors by helping people find local professionals for home wiring and HVAC work, and by giving contractors a place to get leads for projects. We maintain a discussion community on the site where members share real-world tips, wiring photos, and problem-solving advice that supports better planning and safer installations.